Python is one of the most popular programming languages. Like many people use it in worldwide. And why is this case? Well, is it because it provides some really good programming skills and so? Well, of course, it is not a bad language. It's really a good one. But perhaps one of the main reasons that it is why so popular is that it has a very rich library. What is a library? Like everyone or many people actually implemented something and then shared it with the people so that you can just use it for your own program so that you don't have to re-implement those things. Like for instance, nowadays, is it really hard to build an AI model? To be honest, no, it's pretty easy. The reason is that there are already written libraries in Python, so you can just import them in your program, and then give your data, and use it, and then you will have fully an AI model. Like if you want to build a text classification model, for instance, like it just takes maybe 10 lines of code. That's it. So it's really easy actually. The reason is that Python provides, or there are already a very rich resources for the Python. Now we will basically see this aspect of Python. The first one is a standard library. So this is a functions that is already implemented, and when you install it, and you get it when you install your Python. So you don't need to do anything else. You just install your Python, and then these functions, like we are already using it: print, input, int, float, and so on and so. So these are functions from the standard library. You can just use it, and we don't. And it is when we are using those functions, it's like a black box for us. What it means is we don't know how it is implemented. Like, and we don't care actually. Like how print function is implemented, how input function is implemented. Well, I don't know, and actually I don't care at this point. Like I just say, okay, I need to give a string, and then it will give me a string. That's it, and it will give me the input from the data. This is the good thing of also using these libraries. You don't need to understand that code. You just need to know how it is called, what is its name, and what its parameters. That's it. Then I can just use it in my program. So this is comes with the Python, but also you can also develop your own library. Like let's say that you are you need to use many sorry, you need many statistical tools, like maybe for your projects, homeworks, whatever. You need to do some data analysis, so you need to do many statistical analysis, like even the simple ones like average, standard deviation, variance, or so on and so, whatever it is. So what you can do is you can implement those functions like the average, standard deviation, variance, p-value, hypothesis testing, and so on and so. And then you will create this statistical tools.py, so your Python file. Once you create this, it will be actually a module, your statistical tool module. And what you can do is, whenever you need that in another program, you will just say import, and then your module name, which is your file name at this point, so that you don't need to re-implement it. You don't need to copy paste any of those functions and put it in your other program. You just need to say, okay, import this one, and then you'll be able to just use them in your other programs. So this is also what we do here. Like in those AI tools, you just download those libraries, and then you just say, okay, import this library, whatever its name, and then we can just start to use that. Like we'll see one example. For instance, I would like to generate random numbers. I would like to generate random numbers between two different numbers, like between 1 and 100, generate me some random numbers. In order to do that, well, you don't need to re-implement it actually, because there's already this random library. So I just need to say import random. What will happen is that now, then it will give me access to all functions that is defined in this module. And in that one, it has this function rand int. Rand int function basically, it takes two parameters, one the two numbers, and then it will give me actually a number between these two numbers. So when I call this 1 and 10, it will give me numbers, a randomly picked number 1 and 10, between 1 and 10. So, and how can I call it? Well, when I want to use it, the syntax is basically the module name dot then the function name. So here in this case, then I said import random, and then random dot rand int, and then the numbers that I would like to give, it will generate me a randomly selected number. So the good thing here is that, again, my code is just this one. That's it. I didn't need to implement randit. I just said that import random, and then I'm able to use that one. Like, let's see one example here.